Welcome to the Motoman Robotics automated arc welding presentation on seam finding. We'd like to give you an overview of the different types of weld seams and challenges relating to them, as well as highlight tools and methods for finding weld seams. A fillet weld is the most common joint type. Locating the upper and lower walls, or parts, allows us to determine the optimal location of the weld seam. Parts aren't always consistent in quality or presented in the same location, making it difficult to locate the weld seam. Using our seam finding tools, it's easy to locate the upper and lower parts and adjust the seam location as parts shift. We offer several tools for locating seams for fillet welds, including TouchSense, a low-cost seam finding tool uses the welding wire as a probe to contact the work surface. AccuFast is a point laser that searches and detects the work surface when the laser reaches its programmed focal point. It's similar to touch sensing, but is non-contact and significantly faster. And laser cameras. These are used to project the laser line and detect the two walls. They can reduce cycle time and provide data about joint gaps. Seam finding tools for lap joints are determined by the thickness of the upper plate or part. When the upper plate is 3 millimeters or thicker, touch sensing can be used. Macro jobs make seam finding programming easier, resulting in more accurate joint location. AutoTeach automatically determines the optimal search direction perpendicular to the work surface. AutoTeach also detects the work surface and moves up a specified distance before searching for the upper part. AutoTeach then searches for the upper part. It automatically searches for the angle of the upper part and searches perpendicular during operation. AutoTeach ensures the most accurate results regardless of part orientation. AccuFast is used for thinner materials, and the non-contact sensor searches more quickly than touch sensing. Programming utilizes the same macro jobs as touch sensing. Laser cameras find lap joints on very thin parts and provide joint gap data. V-groove butt joints can be detected using all three seam finding tools. Touch sensing requires more significant joint wall surface and is best used for thicker parts. AccuFast can be used for thinner parts. AccuFast can also be used to detect square butt joints with a modest gap. An edge detect macro routine provides gap width measurement. Laser cameras can find tightly spaced butt joints or joints with very thin material. Touch sensing and AccuFast find inside and outside circles and arcs. Macro job routines are provided to automatically detect three surface locations, then calculate the radii and center point offset. Seam finding flexibility can be enhanced by finding the edge or end of parts, or by searching multiple locations along an extended seam. Macro job routines are provided with touch sensing and AccuFast to detect edges. Seam finding tools can also be used for error proofing by detecting clamp positions or the presence of parts. Learn more about automated arc welding by visiting